An article in the South Florida Sunset Gnome made the case that the Dolphins should start Tua Tagovailoa week 1. The case was made that proved by being the 5th overall pick in the draft, he should be trusted. Russell Wilson was an example used as one of the best quarterbacks in the league today that started every game his rookie season. Shannon, should Tua start week 1? This is your guy.
Let me ask you a question. Is the best quarterback in the game is who? Patrick Mahomes, boy, did he start week 1? He started one game. He started week 17. Oh, my bad. So that proves that strategy works also. This notion that one size fit all, Russell Wilson did it. Aaron Rodgers, how many times did he start the first 2 years, first 3 years? Okay, so that proves that strategy does work. You can, no matter how high he gets drafted, you can sit a back. Carson Palmer didn't start a game. I believe that looking at it from the outside looking in, I believe that Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to get every opportunity to start the season. And if something were to unforeseen happen, he's not playing well, he gets nicked, Tua will come in and take it the rest of the way. That's what I believe. I also believe, given that the way Fitzpatrick played down the stretch, he's earned the right. They didn't clear the decks. Now, if they'd have done it Joe Burrow, clear the decks, got no problem. To do, Skip, is that they're going to give Ryan Fitzpatrick every opportunity to start. He will start the season. And if he gets injured or he's not playing well, Tua will come in and ultimately succeed him and move and be the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. So I believe that is the course of action. I believe that is the best course of action. I don't care if they took him with the first pick. I don't care if I said he's better than Joe Burrow. I'm telling you, in that situation is what they should do. Because guess what? Dan Marino, is he any good, Jenny? He didn't start opening day. No further questions, Your Honor.
I have one, Your Honor. Shannon Sharp, before Patrick Mahomes was drafted, when he was at Tech, did you once say on Undisputed, that's the best player in this draft? He's going to win MVPs in the National Football League. Did you say that?
No.
Predict that?
No, I only saw it.
You did not.
Skip only saw it one time against Oklahoma.
Okay, I saw him a lot. And I'll first to say I've been very good on picking quarterbacks, as I held here recently, but I didn't see this coming. I thought he'd be pretty good. I didn't see this when he was at Texas Tech. Watched him, even that big shootout against Baker Mayfield, and I thought, man, he's raw, but he fell into the perfect situation with maybe the best group of weapons around him in the National Football League and a coach who adores him and is going to do everything in Andy Reid's power to make him successful. But that first year, Andy Reid had Alex Smith at his peak in his prime, healthy Alex Smith. They went 12-4 that year and were vying for the top seed in the AFC. So he didn't need Patrick Mahomes to start. The Dolphins do need Tua to start. And I'm sorry, I'm shocked that you're not putting your money where your mouth was before the draft. Because before the draft, I held your feet to the fire. I asked you repeatedly, Shannon Sharp, you have zero injury concerns when it comes to your man Tua? You said zero. Okay, independent doctors reportedly said they have MRI'd Tua. He's 1,000% recovered from his hip surgery. He's 100% healthy from head to toe, said, I think, 2 independent doctors. Okay, so you said he's better than Joe Burrow, that he should go #1 overall, yet Joe Burrow is slated to start game 1 for a much worse football team than Tua's on in Miami because the Bungles had the worst record in the league last year. Yet you're going to throw Joe Burrow into that fire right off the bat, and you're going to stunt Tua's growth in Miami, letting Ryan Fitzpatrick, for whom you have little You have little respect for Ryan Fitzpatrick. You always tell me, oh, he can ride the roller coaster. He'll go up one year, and then he'll go way down when you least expect it. So why would the Dolphins ended the year with serious momentum? They beat the Eagles, and then they won at New England. Brian Flores got it going. They had a tremendous offseason and a very good draft. So why wouldn't he say, let's go with our kid? We stole him with the 5th pick. Shannon Sharp says he's the best player in the draft, much better than Joe Burrow. So why wouldn't we just play him in game 1? He's 100% healthy. I don't get it. It sounds like you're speaking out of both sides of mouth.
No, I've been very clear on this, Skip. Like I said, I just believe, like, for in a situation like this, Skip, if you have a veteran guy, you can always go back to the veteran. But if a rookie struggles, Skip, it's been proven that normally when rookies struggle, it takes them a long, long time to get out of that. So why not just Fitz come in? He gets a true understanding, because I think in the run, Skip, this is what's going to help him, because he'll have a better understanding, appreciation for playing the position of quarterback. Joe Burrow, Skip, they removed any possible that he wasn't going to start. Remember, they released Andy Dalton. If Andy Dalton had been on the roster, it would have been very interesting to see how they would have played out. But they removed Andy Dalton because they want Joe Burrow to start opening day. In this situation, I believe it's best that Ryan Fitzpatrick start, because you can always, if he doesn't play well, you can go to Tua. It's Skip, you go to Tua, he struggled a little bit, you go to Ryan Fitzpatrick, it's going to be hard for you to go back to Tua at that point in time during the season. And that's why they did it with Eli. Look at Eli and Daniel Jones. They started Eli. Eli didn't play well. They went to Daniel Jones, and Eli didn't get back in there until Daniel Jones got hurt. Daniel Jones healed up. Eli went back to the bench. I believe that's the correct way to play it.
It sounds like you're expressing some serious doubts about Tua's ability, not his ability to stay healthy, just his ability, period. If you think he might struggle, then you don't think he was the best player in the draft.
Skip, look, you can do all that other stuff. Look, there have been situations. Name the first-round pick that came right out the box and did not struggle. I'm not talking about a 4th rounder or a 3rd rounder, because there was no pressure. There was no expectations on Russell. There was no expectations on Dak. I'm saying the top the first-round picks that started day 1 and did not struggle. Who?
Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, both of them played extraordinarily well right out of the box.
Did he? Hold on. So, hold on. Baker start opening day? Baker started opening day.
No, but he should have. I told you he should have. Finally got a shot on that Thursday night. He just lit it up.
See, there you go with should. I ask you a simple question. Did
Kyler
started day 1? He didn't struggle.
Kyler tied Detroit on opening Sunday.
It's Skip. I'm gonna tell you how great Detroit is. Miss Ford said she needs to see improvements, or the whole staff is going to Detroit. That's how good Detroit is. The owner, who rarely speaks, says if I don't see improvement, they're gone. That Detroit?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that Detroit, where Matt Stafford had the 4th best QBR in football last year. That Detroit. That's what I'm talking about.
No, Skip.
I'm also talking about your guy Tua. I told you about Tua, hurt in college, hurt in the pros. The oldest NFL bromide. Hurt in college, hurt in the pros. I'm going to say it one more time. Rex Ryan reported on ESPN that his NFL sources, I'm sure he knows some people around the league, told him that Tua had 5 surgeries while he was at Alabama. We know he had a career-threatening hip surgery. We had both ankle surgery. We know that. He had both tightrope surgeries on both ankles. I believe he had a knee scope, and I know he broke his index finger on his throwing hand and needed surgery. I know he had a concussion. I know he had a broken nose. I know he had a badly pulled quad. I know he was hurt a whole lot at Alabama. And I also know that I saw him struggle in that SEC championship game against Georgia so badly, he got yanked in the 4th quarter, and Jalen Hurts came in and saved their bacon. He outscored Georgia 14-0 in the SEC championship game, and gave Tua a shot then to go play Clemson ultimately in the championship game. Tua threw 2 more picks in that game. I thought Tua missed way too many throws. He was barely 50% against LSU in Tuscaloosa last year. I told you, I saw him get a little jittery, a little antsy, a little happy-footed because he'd been beat up so much, and he tends to take too many shots. Again, I think he can be pretty good. I just don't think he can be better than Joe Burrow, who did not miss a throw in the SEC championship game or against Oklahoma or against Clemson. He was all-time spectacular in those 3 games to finish it off.
If you don't mind me asking, who has the highest QBR, efficiency rating between Tua and Joe Burrow? As a matter of fact, who has the higher QBR in the history of the game? Oh, so that's over a period of time. That's just not 1 year. And Skip, you keep talking about Jalen Hurts coming in, but you will never mention about Tua coming in the national championship game and saving Jalen Hurts, Baker. Why you keep forget? Do you forget that game? That did happen, right? Okay.
Yep, it happened.
So,
did those struggle games that I talked about. Okay? If you got Tua, put your due where your mouth is. Put your due up on the table. Start him in game 1 because you believe in him and you said 0 injury concerns. Have some guts and some faith.
Hold on. Did Lamar Jackson start? MVP. Pat Mahomes, did he start the season? MVP.
Okay, Lamar came in soon because Flacco got hurt, and Lamar took him to the playoffs as a rookie.
Thank you.
It happened.
Thank you. Thank you making my case for me. They started the vet. He got hurt, playing bad. Lamar comes in. Same thing. Ryan Fitzpatrick gets hurt. He doesn't